Here's the other question that was in the PowerPoint. This deals with, obviously, now chemistry. We're looking at, once again, proportions. This is a combustion reaction between propane in the presence of oxygen, complete combustion, which forms carbon dioxide and water. The whole idea of a balanced chemical reaction equation is it tells us the proportions of all of our reactants and products for a proper chemical reaction. So the way I would read this is that 1 molecule of propane is necessary to react with 5 molecules of oxygen, and in doing so will produce 3 molecules of carbon dioxide and 4 molecules of water. Now those proportions are really small, 1 molecule reacting with 5 to produce 3 and to produce 4. If we were to measure those out, it would be virtually impossible. So we're looking at larger proportions than just simply molecules. And as you can sort of see, as long as we're in the 1 to 5 to 3 to 4 ratio, those coefficients not just simply represents molecules or particles, but they can also represent the number of moles. So it's going to take 1 mole of our propane, which will need to react with 5 moles of our oxygen to produce 3 moles of carbon dioxide and 4 moles of water. This is referred to as our mole ratio. It's a 1 to 5 to 3 to 4 mole ratio between propane, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water. So we can use that ratio to determine how much propane will be required to form 38 moles of water. So we're going to look at the formula, and we're looking at propane to water ratio. Okay. From our balanced equation, we're just going to pull the coefficients here. It's going to be 1 mole of propane will form 4 moles of water. It says how much propane, so we're going to put an X there, we're not quite sure, would be required to form 38 moles of water. Make sure you put the variables in the second portion of the ratio in the right spot. The X is referring to the propane and the 38 is referring to the water. If you flip them, that's a problem. We're looking at equivalent ratios, so they have to go into the appropriate spot. We're going to take our 2 inside terms, we're going to multiply them. We're going to take our 2 outside terms, and we're going to multiply them. So we're going to get 4 moles times X is equal to 38 mole squares. To solve for X, we're going to isolate, so we're going to divide both sides by 4 moles. What this is going to do, obviously the 4s will cancel, the moles will cancel on this side, and one of the mole units will cancel, which gives us our final unit for the amount of propane. Taking our calculator, we're going to take 38 and divide it by 4 to give us 9.5. So X is equal to 9.5 mole of propane.